The question for this episode is, what are the methods that we get access to in the renderer file in an Aura component? And the answer is, we get access to four methods, which are render method, re-render method, after render, and unrender. Now there is a purpose behind each and every method here, and for us to understand the purpose of these methods, we need to understand a few things about how Aura components render. Now the purpose of these methods is to inject custom functionality and get them executed during the lifecycle of an Aura component. And what I mean by that is, whenever we try to load an Aura component, it is going to invoke this method here, which is going to be render. And what this does is, it is going to invoke one more method here, and this method is responsible in taking the Aura code and generating the DOM nodes and giving it back to us. So this method here is going to take the Aura code and it is going to give us back DOM nodes or array of DOM nodes. Now once we get back the DOM nodes, usually the component gets rendered and it will be shown back to the user. But now what we are trying to do is, we are trying to inject our own code here. So once the DOM nodes are generated, it's not going to stop there. Rather, it's going to go ahead and it's going to invoke our own code, post which it goes to the next lifecycle step. So once the component loads, it's going to invoke render. Within render, it is going to invoke this method. And after that, it is going to invoke our own custom logic. Likewise, once the component is completely rendered, it's going to invoke after render. And within this function, we are trying to invoke another function, which is this dot super after render, which is a system given function, and this is going to make sure that all the necessary steps are invoked, post which we can invoke or add our customization code here. So basically, we are trying to inject our code and we are making sure it gets executed at different stages of the lifecycle of an Aura component. Now likewise, once the Aura component is re-rendered, and what I mean by that is, back in the component file, we have an attribute and there is a button, and on click of the button, all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change the value of this particular attribute called message. Now just to give you a visual confirmation, let me go back to this controller. There's only one line of code, which is nothing but trying to change the content of the attribute message, which is nothing but the attribute here. Now once the component loads, and in the renderer file, it's going to invoke this function, and once it is finished rendering, it's going to invoke this method or function. And after that, when user clicks on the button here, it is going to change the content of the attribute, and what happens is, it's going to re-render the whole component. Then this function here gets invoked. Once again, within this function, we are trying to invoke the standard function, post which we can add or inject our own customization code. Likewise, whenever we try to destroy a component, that is when it is going to invoke this function. Even in this function, we are trying to invoke the standard function, post which we can inject our code here. Now just to give you a visual confirmation, I have an app, and within the app, we are trying to embed the Aura component here. I'm going to click on preview button. Okay, now we have Hey Krishna Teja, and if you notice it, here it is showing us in render, and after that it is showing us in after render, which means by the time we see this component here, it already invoked this function and also this function. Now on click of the button, I'm trying to change the content of the attribute. There you go, the content changed, and then it is going to invoke in re-render. That is because this function got executed. So we tried changing the content of the attribute, the whole component re-renders, and it is going to invoke the function called re-render, within which we are trying to invoke a standard function called super re-render, post which we can add our own custom functionality here. Now this is what renderer file in Aura components does, and these are the functions that we get access to in the renderer file. That's all for this episode. See you in the next one.